happened. So now that I've got you here, I'm just going to clip you onto my stand. I'm just going to get started because it's just decided to start without me even like giving me a chance. It's been a long time since I've done it, can you tell? Hi, welcome if you're joining me live. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for those of you who take the time to catch me on replay. I'm so sorry this has just suddenly gone live without me even being able to say something. Anyway, now I'm here, I'm going to get started. I need to make a couple of Mother's Day cards. I'm going to make the same one twice. I need to make a Mother's Day card for my own mum and for my mother-in-law. So mum, if you're watching, turn off now. Sometimes you can struggle to get get inspiration, and you might lose your mojo. So I've kind of gone back through some cards I've already made, and I thought I'm going to take inspiration from a card I've made and use the layout of that card for inspiration. So this is the card I'm talking about, and I thought this makes a really pretty card. I'll make a nice Mother's Day card. So I'm taking the layout inspiration and going to recreate it into a Mother's Day card. So hi Judy and Jackie, thank you so much for jumping on. Like I was saying, I didn't get a chance to notify anybody, so here I am. So I really appreciate you guys coming on. I've got 2 blank white cards here, ready to go. I'm just going to get chopping and making. I need my cutting machine, my cut and emboss, and grabbed out these like lavendery coloured papers because I thought this polka dotty one here would look nice. So what's on the other side of this? It's the leaves. So I'm just checking to see if I've got anything chopped up already, which I don't think I do have. So I used this. How are we today? Are you well? I'm going to measure what depth I've used. I might not use the exact same die cut. So it's about over 3/4 of an inch, 7/8 of an inch, and 2 and a bit centimetres. That's very specific, isn't it? Okay, let's just get chopping. So I think I'll just, if I cut it an inch, and then if I lose some, it won't matter. There we go. And then the length of the card is 14.85 or something like that, something obscure. So I'm going to cut it to 15 centimetres just to make sure that I can get enough for both cards. And this is going to be for that bit down the side. So yeah, Mother's Day is coming up, speeding around, feeling slightly disorganised. It's my parents' wedding anniversary the same day as well, on the 30th of March, which did actually happen a few years ago. It landed on the same day. Then I'm going to use these dies here, which are the basic borders dies. If you want to share out the board, could you do me a favour and share out the broadcast for me? That'd be handy. Right, what are we thinking? I don't think I want the clouds, really. What border do we want? I think this is a nice lacy border, but I feel like I've used that before. I know I've used it before and it doesn't matter, but like, you know. Oh, let's go for it. I think it's a bit mothery, isn't it? And I've not turned off my notifications either, so I'm just going to do that. There we go. Right. So I'm going to run these 2 through. And if you feel like these aren't going to stay in place, it's always handy to have a little post-it note to hand. Make sure it stops slipping and sliding. I'm just going to not measure up. What's the word? Have the die reach the top of the paper so that I know that it will be equal at those points all the way through. So Judy and Jackie, let me know how you are today. Are you having a good day? There, that's pretty. So that will go up the side of the card. Yeah, cute. I like that. We'll do another one because we're doing everything twice. It will need trimming down a bit once it's on the card, but that's doable. Make sure that's straight. So I've had quite a busy day today. I've been running errands around town, but I've felt like it's been quite productive. I love a productive day when you can get lots done in the day, and this, I'd forgotten that this was on my list of things that I needed to get done, so I thought I'd pop on here. Sometimes I think, oh, I'll do a video and then I'll voice over it and then I'll remember to edit and load it. It just never happened. So I was like, right, I'm going to get straight onto it. Right, so those two are there. Okay, next we will just have a look at my inspiration again. So I wanted to do maybe butterflies instead of the flowers, but then still have this lovely vellum and then maybe put some of this in the background. So let's get the vellum out next. And I think I'll use, let me see how big this is. Might be able to use a paper punch. Oh, maybe I can't. Let's have a look. That should do it. Let's give that one a go. It's awful weather in Ontario, Canada. I'm all wrapped up on your couch. Oh, Judy, what's it doing? Is it raining? So we've got a sort of springish day here in the UK. I've got my washing out, of course. That's what I do. I think I stuck it out a bit late because I was waiting for it to finish, but I'm hoping it will just get like the worst off, and I love the smell of freshly washed clothes. So you may realise that this size of paper will be too small, but it will be tucked under here anyway. So I'm going to use it because it will do to get the majority of the circle cut, like so. I'm going to need 2 of those, and then it gets that piece used. So that was Judy. Jackie says, we've got sun here this afternoon, but it was very cold and grey this morning. Yeah. Okay, so I like to just keep checking in with my card just to remind myself what it's going to look like, make sure everything's working. Okay, so this circle is a bit smaller than this one. Quite a bit smaller. But let's go with it, let's carry on, because it's inspiration, it's not the be-all and end-all, but let's, oh, I wanted to put this one on it. Maybe we still can. Maybe we'll stamp directly on and then still have some. Let's just do it, let's just go for it, see what happens. Okay, let's grab some blocks. What's that one? It's quite a big stamp. I want it quite muted. So I'm thinking, oh, unless we do a bit of green, a bit of greenery. Lost Lagoon, I do like Lost Lagoon. Let's get a pad of paper underneath so that we're not stuck on the table. Okay. So this is Encircled in Nature, and we're going to use Lost Lagoon. So he's going to roughly go here. Everything's sticking. So then this one is going to go roughly there. I'm going to just turn that. Right, I'm going to do one first, because if it just like completely goes boo-boos, then we can fix the second one. Hi Shaz, lovely to see you. So that's not going to quite tuck in there. Never mind, we'll work with it, we're not finished yet. So we will do, I like the idea, oh I've got it out already, these like little lilac-y numbers here. So we'll get a fresh freesia out. Come on. And I want to create some, oh, what's happened to my fresh freesia? I think it might be the card I'm stamping on. I'm not so sure about that colour. I'm going to go all the way around. Just need some more greenery. Okay. I did wonder about stamping some butterflies, but I think it's going to need some more green in it. So let's come back with that same colour. It's quite dark. Not too dark, it's just quite dark. So let's just see if we can fix this up a little bit. That's better already. Okay, I'm not sure about my vellum circle now, but we'll have it on standby. Okay, that's better already. And then I'm gonna grab out my pens. And we're already gonna add some splatter just so that we've got a visual. Nice, that's better already. Yep. And the green more in the planty bit. Okay. Nice. You just have, sometimes you have this panic mode that's like, it's not going quite how we want. But don't panic, you just got to work through what's not looking right. What is it? And it was that initial colour of the green in the contrast to the purple. It was just didn't look right. It was too much of a stark contrast. Okay, so let's have a look at our butterflies. I'm tempted to this big one here. But is it too big? Is it a bit of a takeover? Do we want something a bit more subtle? What do we think, folks? We can do... That's quite cute, having like a selection of butterflies on top, rather than one great big one. Well, that's quite a lot of work. So I think that's almost too big for the space. Is there dies to go with this? I think there is, isn't there? Let me check. Yes, there is. Oh, and we've got like dies that cut out paper as well, if you know what I mean. So what are we thinking with the butterfly? A selection. How did I know you were going to say that? Okay, I've got the dies. So the dies don't cut out the little ones, so they'll just get stamped in. And let's see what these guys look like. Okay. So I'm just going to grab myself some paper, some card. Yeah, I think whatever I've stamped on isn't actually Stampin' Up card. That's quite it does make a difference. It's not as... I can hear my Alexa talking. I don't know who she's talking to though. Right, do I stamp it in the... I don't want to stamp it in fresh freesia. Let's stamp it in a nudie colour, like a grey granite colour. And then we'll give these a colour in. Judy says I think it'll look great either way. Thanks, Judy. I'm going to start with the greeny colour first, I think. These are going to be completely made up butterflies. I don't want to go too dark with it because, I don't know. I want there to be a little bit of shading. And then I think we'll do the body. And the bodies are usually like a brown colour. So let's grab out the... Oh, this is like pebbled path, but that should do. Just colour in the body. And then, what colour is this? This is Highland Heather actually. That's a bit pinky. And this is Highland Heather as well. Just seeing, what colour is this? Fresh freesia. Ooh, light blackberry. Oh no, that's too dark. Right, these are fresh freesia. Let's just stick with the script. Oh dear. Now, technically, I suppose this in here would be green as well. Do it slightly darker. I was going to leave that bit white, but I've ended up blending it. So. And maybe add a bit of the pebbled path, just to get that outline back again. Right, and then this one, brown body. And we'll make them similar looking butterflies. So what I'm going to do, I'll make one card and then off screen I'll make the other card. So you and I are not here forever. Do ask any questions if you've got any. Oh, hi Karen. Sorry I didn't see you hopping on. I was head down, busy colouring, you know how it goes. Right, maybe we could do the opposite. Which is quite nice with a bit of white space, which I didn't think about with the last one. I was going to do more white, but I kind of, got a little bit carried away. I'll try and leave a bit more white. Okay, that's nice, I like that. So then with these butterflies in here, I think I'm going to use the same colour. And then these might need colouring in, I guess. So we'll have them here. A little flood of eyes. Cute. It's useful having butterflies in your stash. Okay, I like that. Right, let's just move this to the side. I'm trying to keep the stamps together and the ink pads together, then when you come and look for them, you know where they are. Right, we're going to bring back, we don't need those, we didn't use those ones. I'm going to cut these guys out. So we need you, and we need you. Bring the machine back. Oh, thank you, Karen. So I'm taking inspiration from the layout of this one, but it's kind of changed along the way, as it does when you start crafting. Get the white plates. Oh, it keeps moving. Nice. Right, that's ready to rock and roll. Let's see how these come out. Oh, pretty. Well, I'm going to leave that in the machine to cut out the other ones later. Let's see what we've got here. So where is my little vellum piece gone? There we go. Let's just see what that looks like back in the scene. Don't know if we need it. Quite like the simplicity of that. I do feel like it could do with some. I think have we got a corner die somewhere? I think we've got it in. There's a shape one, wasn't there? This one here. It's got corners. I think sometimes when you feel like your card is missing something, corners are a great little... Oh, it's got fancy corners as well. Come out wherever you are. These here. Let's do some fancy corners. So these are called Fabulous Frames dies. Most of this stuff is probably retired. That's why it's worth sometimes holding on to things that you like. Or you know that you're going to use again. Just going to chop off a little bit off here. Run these through. Yeah, without the vellum, I think, yeah. The vellum isn't adding anything to the situation anymore, and that's okay. The card has grown. Okay, so these little corners have got some little embossing, excuse my nasty thumbnail, some embossing in them, so I'm just going to lay those top and bottom. It just kind of draws your eye in a little bit more, make it a little bit more cohesive. Okay, nice. There's the dies, there's those. The dies together, keep everything together. Okay, so I think all that's left is maybe a sentiment, which you probably need, and then some embellishments and some, get these stuck down. It's very pretty with the corners, says Judy, thank you. Yeah, sometimes you don't need to just, just want to keep it clean and simple. So, sentiment, this could be interesting. You've got in here, you brighten up so many of my days. That's quite nice for Mother's Day card. Let's see if there's something a little bit more appropriate. Bear with. Thanks a million. That could work. Sending love. That's quite nice. You mean the world to me. Thank you for everything. I think I've used that one before. Sending love is quite nice, isn't it? Just checking sentiments. Because you're awesome. You are amazing. Okay. We've got you are amazing. What was the other one I just said? Or sending love. I think sending love is a little bit more, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, particularly for my mum who I'll be sending this to, so sending love. Maybe not for my mother-in-law. So lucky to know you. You are amazing. You are amazing. I think maybe sending love for my mum's card. Now, what colour? I'm thinking the lilac-y colour. Can't see what I'm doing. You're in the way, guys. Yes, Lost Lagoon. Lost Lagoon and Fresh Freesia. I think if I use the green, your eyes would be too kind of centered in on the greenery, whereas I want it to be more on the overall look. Cute, yeah, nice and subtle. you go, sending love. Okay, so I'm going to stick this lot down, and we'll find some embellishments to finish our card off, and maybe even some ribbon or something, maybe. I've got to remember about ribbon. I've got a stash of ribbon and it needs using. Don't buy things to hoard, buy things to use. There we go, nice. Stick the old corners down. Can't go wrong with a bit of green and purple together. So have you guys seen the new in colours that Stampin' Up are going to bring out? I've had a glimpse of them. I am tempted. Oh, hello, love. The hubby's on. You okay? Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for joining us. Just making Mother's Day cards. Okay. Just going to chop off this. So I'm going to raid the ribbon drawer. I did wonder about some thread. Hold on a minute. Get some silver thread for underneath the butterflies, quite possibly. Or this guy here. I think would look pretty. They're right up your street. You love the bright colours. Oh, thanks, Karen. And it's just using, you know, if you stick to that kind of 3-colour palette, you can't go too wrong. Right, so I've just wrapped that round 3 times. Sorry, the comments disappear after a while, so I've got to tap to check back to see if anyone said anything. So forgive me for not replying straight away. Okay, now that's stuck to my finger. Thumb. I'm going to stick that on there. I'm just going to do another one because remember we're going to do 2 cards. So you might as well prep it. This is sort of thing that will last for ages and ages and ages, this kind of thread like this. So again, stuff like metallics are just worth holding on to, aren't they? I'm going to leave that there and actually snip that off so it's ready for my next card. So these came together in a pack. Just silver metallic thread. It just gives that little detail as well. Okay, so dimensionals. We want these to stick up quite a bit. So we want some on here. I might do a double dimensional. Would be lovely to see you both on video again, Matt. Oh, thanks, Jackie. Yeah, as you know, I'm rarely on here. I come in very impromptu when I have a card to make usually. So let's see what this is like with a double dimension. Try not to lose all my bits and pieces for the next card. Yeah, that works. You've got one with 2 dimensionals and one with 1. And that gives you, I know it's really difficult to see that online, but it gives you a nice depth. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Right, then what we're going to do with this one here, I think again, let's get these wings popped up. Let's try sticking down the body. Very delicate, isn't it? Nice delicate card. There we go, don't want to kind of cover up that butterfly here. Just hold that down for a little while, let that adhere. Dough adhere. Ah, pretty. Make sure I've stuck it down the right way. Yep. Lovely. Okay. So we are going to look at some, I think, to spruce this up. Might even add a little bit of winter Stella. So we've got some pearls, would be quite pretty, wouldn't it? Have we got any open pearls? Oh, I've not used pearls for a long time. Let's have a look. God, I'm looking in the wrong section. Got to look in the right section. Oh, might need some. Oh, they're pretty. Got distracted. Okay, the pearls might have to wait for another time. So I think I've got some coloured. That's in the wrong section. Got these pearls. These would go, wouldn't they? So I get all the ones that I could possibly use and like give them a little audition. I really like those because it just keeps it's in keeping. And these are actually quite large. So yep, we're just going to stick with the plan. I think these were from a kit, possibly. Get my pick you up tool. Oops. Adding like little embellishments to a project just really helps to finish it off. Is Glenna on? Hi Glenna. And hi Pisces Queen. Lovely, soft and sweet for Mum. Ah, what a lovely surprise. Now, are we thinking any of these? Maybe one or two, because it's going to be a Mother's Day card after all. Oh, if I put a big one on, will it look a bit odd? No, it won't. Okay, nice, nice. It's coming together, girls. And then I've got to go off and make another one. So that's that. So I'll put those to the side. And then I think just a little bit of Winker Stella. Where is she? She's hiding. You missed the dottage. The dottage has gone on already. Oh, thank you, Judy. She says, gorgeous card. Right. We don't want to overdo the wink, but I might just put it in those blank spaces. That space that I was leaving blank deliberately, you know, that space. The white space. Okay, and then we'll just do a little splats. Yep, that's gone on. Just checking. Oh, that's so pretty. Sparkly. Okay. Put my lid on the glue. I'm gonna, oops. Okay, we are done. Let me just clean up my mess. These little dimensional bits are stuck to me. I'm gonna move this out of the way. You create so quickly, Esther. I faff way too much, says Chaz. Glenna says, I see the dottage. Happy dance. Hi, Kay. Just finished. Lovely. Right. So The inspiration came from looking for a design to do for Mother's Day, and I looked in my stash and I found this card. So I used what's called the sketch, or basically the layout of this card, for inspiration. And it take you days. Just got to get on with it. Make a decision. Don't be scared to make a decision. So can you see the kind of resemblance of the two? You've got the strip down the side with a bit of detail. You've got the circle element and the sentiment in the corner. So if you guys want to go ahead and use this sketch or this kind of design, then by all means, you know, and just share with me what you've done. I'd love to see that. So thank you. I'm really pleased with that. I think it'd make a nice pretty Mother's Day card. I've got to get one of these in the post, and the other one will go to my mother-in-law. So I don't think you can never see never quite see the shimmer, can you? I need another light shining on it, but there we go. Thank you so much for your company once again. I always love having people join me live. Sorry I couldn't get the notification out. A little bit annoying. Oh, thank you, Shaz. No, you can't be finished yet, surely, Kay says. Oh, I could decorate an envelope. I've got to go make another one. What's the time? It's 4:45, so it's nearly tea time. So I will decorate the envelopes, and then I really must go. So let's grab some envelopes. Envelopes. Thanks. I mean, yeah, I know I'm not on here as much as maybe some of you would like me to be, but it's much more doable with making cards as and when I need them. It just kind of, yeah, it's working for me. So, but thank you for the love. I'm gonna stick one on here. It's nice to finish a card off with a pretty envelope. I used to always not have naked envelopes, but I've become very slack. I'll be sure to watch the replay. Don't want to miss this beauty. Oh, don't want to miss this beauty, says Gloria. Stick him in the corner. Yeah, it's amazing. I love seeing the progress of how a card develops with, you know, like I said, at first I was freaking out that it wasn't going to turn out right, but it was, you know, it's always fine in the end, isn't it? Now, you've got to be careful when you colour on thin paper like this, because on these pens they seep through quickly. Excuse me. So just give it a little quick dab, like so. Add a smudge of colour. And it just gives a nice kind of cohesive look to the card and the envelope. Makes it look expensive, you know. And it shows that, you know, thought has gone into it. And you've got the stamps out anyway, so you might as well just quickly, she says, talk to herself, stamp on an envelope. Which I don't do often, but there you go. Like I said, I've been slacking in the envelope department. So I'm tending to use the brush side of these just so that it's quicker. Just going to lay down that colour. And it gives a hint as to what's inside as well. So yeah, I'm still posting very much on my budgeting channel. So if you miss me, you can see me over there at My Money Matters. I do weekly check-in videos and monthly cash stuffing if you want to know what all that's about. And the great thing is, I know that I've influenced some of you guys to start your own cash stuffing journey, which I'm super pleased about, because I think everyone should do it. It's just a great way to budget and save money for whatever it is, be it Stampin' Up or, you know, weekly needs like your groceries. etc., etc. Pensions, you know, future. Thank you, Kay. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it. And while we're here, we're going to just splatter this because Glenna's here. We can't have Glenna here without splatting. Adding on a little bit of dottage. Just makes a whole world of difference. I'm just hitting my pen. This is a alcohol based, so it dries really quickly. And it just, I don't know if you can see that at all, just adds a little element of something. There we go. There's our Mother's Day card all ready to go. Oh, thanks everyone. So good to see you. Kay started saving her pennies and pounds. Oh. Right, let's turn and face the camera. Oops, sorry, I'm a bit super close. My stand is changed. Where I've changed where I put my stand, so it's a bit of a different kind of look. Thank you for your company, everybody. I better go and I've got to make the other card, and I've got to go and sort out some tea very soon. So I better go and get ready to do that. Thanks once again. Like I said, I tend to do impromptu videos now, so just go and check on my channel that you have pressed on. If you go to the bell, and it will give you the options of all, personalised, and none, I think. So if you press the all, if I go live or if I upload any videos, you'll get notifications. But because I'm generally doing lives, you're more likely to catch it if you have the all on. And if you miss me, and I mean, what I did plan to do is always send a WhatsApp message first, but for whatever reason, it took me live without even getting a chance to share out the broadcast. So normally I do send out a little message to say I'm going live. So if you want to be on the WhatsApp group, you only share your number with me, not all the other people on the group. So if you want to do that, just drop me an email at stampinstarcreations@gmail.com if you're not already on that list. Okay. Thank you again. Lots of love, and I really do appreciate you joining me live. Hello, replay viewers as well, if you're catching this later. Take care and God bless. As always, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you whenever next time. All right, bye. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Bye.